Holy shit.
Like it kept like floating to the surface of the water.
Oh my God. So
do you
all
burp
in all,
your fish? Was that?
I don't know.
you're like patting it on the
Maybe
back.
tie like a little pebble to it. Keep it down. I don't know.
Hello
And welcome.
to Eat the Damn Cake. You know what Roger said to me the other day?
I'm Maddie.
I'm Carly.
Okay, what did you say?
Roger said, you guys have the best intro music. So shout out to Buddy Costa and the song Coming Home to You, or Home to You.
Home to you.
Coming home to you.
I will meet you too.
Be there soon. Anyways, for those of you who this may be your first time listening, welcome to Eat the Damn Cake. I'm Carly.
I'm Maddie.
And we are a fitness podcast.
Not just a fitness podcast. We're a podcast that really tries to make the fitness industry less intimidating to join in, more inclusive and more accepting of all body types, and ruining that stigma that is surrounding fitness, that you have to look a certain way to
Health
be a
at
part
all
of it.
sizes, baby.
Health at all sizes. Boom shakalaka.
So I have a story.
We're
so
getting
everyone,
right into it.
I'm getting right into it because I was punked this week, and I need to tell everyone, Maddie, don't ruin the story. Don't chime in. Let me just go.
You want me to just sit in silence?
Sit in silence.
My commentary is the best part of your stories.
It's not in this one,
Okay.
so shut it. Zip it. Okay.
It's zip.
Cut it. Okay. On a
Anyways, no, I'm just kidding.
on a lovely Wednesday night, I just finished teaching on Cape Cod, a spin class, and I was heading home, and I, right before I got into the car, noticed that Maddie's boyfriend, Pickle, had called me twice. And so I tried to call Maddie. She sends me a picture that she's with Nick at dinner, and I go, why did Nick call me? And Nick responds back to me and goes, yo, why'd you blow up my spot? I was calling to ask you about engagement
Did
rings.
he really say yo?
Something like that.
He didn't say yo. Nick
You know
would
what?
never say.
You know what? I will.
Nick would never be like, yo, Carly.
Okay.
You did-
Nick, I will read it word for word so that it's authentic.
I need a word for
Thanks for the
FIR.
call back. Why do you text Maddie that I called you? I was going to ask you about engagement rings. And I go, oh my God, I thought Maddie had your phone because hers was dead or something. I'm so sorry. And he sends me a gif of someone going like this, like, ugh. And then he goes, it's all good. And I go, I'll send you a pic of what she wants when I get home from the Cape. And then I didn't want to catch him off guard. So when I got home from the Cape, I said, incoming. And I sent him exactly what Maddie wants, which is around
for those of you that don't
around
know.
6-pronged diamond with a white gold band, size 7.5. And I wrote out all the details. I go, the page I sent is a lab made diamond, which she mentioned she wanted. Let me know if you need anything else. So sorry for blowing up your spot. All of a sudden I get a FaceTime from him, and I'm like, oh my God, is he with Maddie? What's going on? So I pick up the FaceTime, and he's just laughing. And I go, are you with her? And he goes, I'm totally kidding. In that time span, 1 hour and 20 minutes, I had told Joe, my mom, my dad, my best friend Alex, Natalie Downey, and Haley Santaflor. Oh, wow. I'm literally blowing up everyone's spot. Literally everyone's names. I told everyone close to us that Nick was proposing to Maddie, and Nick had just told me it was a joke. And my parents were shocked. Everyone was shocked. Everyone was like, oh my God, they're going to do it around their 3-year in November. And I had already planned the engagement party. I'd reached out to photographers to capture this engagement. I had literally already gone balls to the wall planning this engagement. So when he told me it was a joke and Maddie was in on the joke,
It was my idea.
I was devastated.
It was my idea.
All I want in life is to not be a matron of honor. I want to be a maid of honor. I don't like the name matron.
Even if you're married, you'll still be the maid of honor. I'm not going to be
But
like,
guess what? I'm not getting married before you. There's no shot in hell. So you know what? That joke was really mean. And now Nick
it was so much fun.
But now Nick has all the information he needs to know. And now he's definitely not going to tell me because he knows I told the entire world in 1 hour.
He literally goes, he's like, your sister told more than anyone. Like I ever thought she would tell. Like an hour.
Does he understand that I'm a Gemini and that I have the biggest mouth ever?
Honestly,
I didn't tell you though. I didn't tell you.
You didn't tell me. I did text her to play in on the joke. I was like, that's so weird. Why would Nick call you? I was like, why would he call you? That's so weird. And like, we're like snickering, both having our phones out like,
and I was like, I don't know. That's so weird. Like maybe he just,
I was like, why wouldn't he call me first?
and I was like, he probably tried to and then couldn't get service.
I watched Duke that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like maybe like your phone didn't have connection when you were walking Duke. And I was like, oh, maybe. She's like, yeah, like I wouldn't overthink it. I'm like, wow, Carly's pretty good. I wouldn't have known. Like, honestly, though, that I look
also
at Nick,
can lie well.
Yeah, you can. You're a good liar. I'm a terrible liar. I look at Nick and I'm like, so does this mean you want to get proposed to me soon? And he's like, 2 more years. And I literally looked at him like,
And I said, I was so sad. And Maddie goes, me too.
I was like, honestly, I got excited and I knew it was fake.
Yeah. So that was devastating. It was like, I was on such a high, like planning their entire engagement. And then I was on such a low when I got home and found out.
I felt kind of bad because you did get really excited.
I was like something to look forward to. We're going to have the after party at China Gourmet.
If you all have heard the story, if this is not your first episode, if you started episode 1, you all know how we met. Pretty tragically how we met.
The night before Thanksgiving.
At a divey like Chinese restaurant in Framingham, Massachusetts. But would I have like my rehearsal dinner there? Maybe.
Absolutely.
It would
crab
be
rangoons up the
Scorpion
wazoo.
bowls for everybody. Like,
yeah.
Like everyone would have such a good time. We'd rent out the whole place. Just like
get a DJ, Hurley,
you would DJ my rehearsal dinner. We're just planning my wedding that may not even happen because I still don't even have a ring.
And okay, so yeah, that was like a big
thing that happened on
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to do that to you.
Do you have anything?
Anything fun that's happened to me?
Yeah.
No. Nothing fun happened to me. I walked Duke a lot this past week, and let me just tell you. Have you ever seen how joyful a dog is at a dog park?
The happiest.
The happiest.
Duke is
like
a ray of sunshine.
No. It's just like the pure bliss and joy that comes out of a puppy when they get to like just run around without a leash on and just like absorb their environment.
Yeah.
That sounds so lame. Like when I tell you guys that I really don't do anything, like
Maddie doesn't get out much.
I don't get out that much. I asked Nick, I go, what did we do on Friday? He goes, I can't remember. And then I remembered.
You went home.
We went home.
Yeah.
We were at my parents' house like most Friday nights. At my parents' house. And I was so tired. I woke up really early that Friday to train. And I look at Nick and I'm like, I want to go to bed right now.
Yeah.
Fell asleep on the couch at 9:30. So that's why we couldn't remember what we did because we didn't do anything.
I went to the North End. It was really fun.
Oh, I know. How was your dinner that night?
It was so good.
You went to Truska.
Yeah, it was really good.
I loved the North End. Oh, cannoli.
Oh my God. That's really that sound was awful. Okay, you guys, I need to update you all. So I found the next best thing other than oh my gosh. Should I play this recording? No, it's not funny unless you see the GIF that is attached to it.
What? You found the next best thing?
Other than the Family Network that I always bring up, I found the next best thing, and it is called the Shark Tracker. And I know that doesn't sound interesting, but hold on. Just hear me out.
I think you've brought this up before. Maybe not on our podcast.
No, I said I was going to talk about it on the podcast. Did I talk about it in the first episode? Hurley, I haven't talked about this yet, right? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Wow. Memory loss. Okay. Shark Tracker. So it's this app where you can see sharks and see their route because they're like tagged, but people can comment on the Shark Tracker app. So Santiago right here, he's like right off the coast of Chatham. And people are like, come a little closer, baby. It's okay. We don't bite. Like literally commenting on this. And they're like, hey there, baby boy. Cause he's so young. He's a juvenile. And he's 6 feet and he's only 140 pounds right now because he's a little baby. It's Santiago.
I don't like how we're like creating this emotion around a shark. They could literally bite your face off, and we're like,
No.
oh,
It's his home. It's his home.
No, I know, but like,
He just took out a small family on a banana boat. Like people are like,
oh my god,
like people are like, love you, Santiago. Keep going, bud. Like it's just so
Nick
funny.
Say for you to call him in on when you told the story about.
Oh yeah, he did. Olympia though, she's off the coast of. She's a juvenile too. She's off the coast of Nantucket. And people are like, she gives me rich girl vibes. She's vibing off the coast of Nantucket. Oh my God, what up, girl? Like,
Carly,
it's just so.
I think you have too much time on your
it's
hands.
so funny. People are like, come to Cisco. I just like, honestly, the comments are so funny. Like
Okay, but the comments like on anything are the best part. Like TikTok for me, like Carly and I send each other videos solely for the comments.
Okay, no, hold on. Maddie has been sending me the most depressing TikTok videos.
I was gonna send you.
No, Maddie is on like sad dead dog and dead grandparent TikTok.
I'm
and like
on
literally
TikTok of like celebration of life TikTok where it's like a 14-year-old golden retriever and they're like Buddy's last day. Why did I use the word buddy? But like I don't know. Cooper's last day on Earth, giving him all his favorite things, and I'm just sitting
I'm tearing
on my
up
couch,
right now,
sobbing, and like I need to share this emotion with.
And then she sends it. I don't even open the TikTok she sends me anymore because every time I do, I'm in a full blown like panic attack from crying so much. So I'm done with your TikToks. Just letting you know.
I'm emotional. I'm an emotional girl.
You're a little Pisces.
I am a Pisces. I'm very compassionate and empathetic.
Yeah.
So
Same here.
sue me. No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm very Maddie. I used to be more emotional than you. When I'd cry in the movies, I'd be there sobbing, and you'd be looking at
when
me
it
like,
comes to
"Are you
real
crying?"
People, though,
You're crying.
You crying?
Every single time. I'd be like, so like literally like in a hysterical fit at the movies. One time I was literally crying like this because I didn't want to sob out loud. I go like during The Notebook, and she's looking at me sobbing my eyes out.
Like, are you crying? And
Like
she's
you've had a change of heart because you used to be not that emotional.
I don't know. Maybe it's just, growing into my emotions, letting them really free flow.
You just said that in the most monotone. We're like growing. You sounded like Kourtney Kardashian. You're like, I'm really growing into my emotions.
I really love them. Nick would say I probably have grown into my emotions. My passive
you've become a softie.
aggressiveness.
You've become a softie.
Really? According to Nick, the other day.
You're a hardy.
The other day. The other day. So we went to, when we were talking about going to Zach Brown. So love you, Nick, but
when he listened to that episode, he goes, shout out to my haters.
We shit on him every week for not listening, and he finally decides to listen when I got comfortable enough just to air out all our dirty laundry on the podcast.
Yeah.
So he made mac and cheese. Like, we got home at like 12:30 or 12:15 on the night of Zach Brown. It was a Sunday night, and we were really hungry, and I clearly did not stay awake for the food. So he ate a whole thing of Annie's mac and cheese, and he dirtied a few dishes. And they sat in Mondays are really long days because last week we taught at the Grand, and I didn't get home till like 8, and the dishes were still in there.
And Maddie's like twitching,
and
like I
was
twitch.
Like, I'll ignore it because maybe they'll get done tomorrow. And Tuesday afternoon,
still there.
I do them, and he walks in from work. And I go,
yikes!
Don't worry, I did your mac and cheese dishes.
Oh, was it crusted on by then?
Well, the mac and cheese, like, we don't have a garbage disposal, so it was just like sitting in the sink for 3 days. And I was like, don't worry, I did them. So now if I ever leave like a singular fork or a dish or like anything on the counter, he's like, by the way, I put this away for you.
Oh my God.
He thinks it's so annoying. I'm like, it's just so you know.
3 days is a lot,
For future
Nick.
reference, it was fine. He lives a very busy life too, so it's not like I just do this to set an example. and I'm a bitch.
You guys are like an old married couple.
We really are. And it's like, for example, on Thursday last week, like Carly's like, do you have anything? I'm like, well, on Thursday we finished training early and I had the whole afternoon. It was like really hot last week. There was 4 loads of laundry sitting at the base of our bed because Nick doesn't like to fold laundry, which I totally understand because who likes folding laundry?
I folded 6 loads yesterday.
It piles up. So like I folded all our laundry and like I am an old housewife. I'm like, I folded all the laundry. I changed the sheets. I started the laundry. I cleaned the bathroom.
You know what? Speaking of marriage.
What?
Speaking of marriage. Let's talk about our newest program.
Oh my God, it's perfect.
Look
segue.
at that transition.
That was a good segue. I'm not gonna lie.
I literally was like staring
looking at her and I'm like, who's getting married?
I was staring her dead in the eyeball and I was like, speaking of marriage.
So everyone, if you haven't seen
one Instagram post.
A couple teasers and then one Instagram post, we are launching a bridal package
called Take the Vow.
And
we teamed up with a phenomenal dietitian, an intuitive eating coach who aligns with us on everything. She does not believe in cutting anything out. She believes in teaching you the logic behind what you're eating and why you're eating it. So basically she takes the emotion out of eating. So when you're having a bad day and you want to shove 17
pizza
Chips
rolls,
Ahoy cookies down your gullet.
Notice I choose something savory. Carly chooses something sweet.
She brings it back to the baseline, takes the emotion out of it, puts the logic in it, and maybe you have 1 or 2 instead of 17 like I do.
We might not have self-control. We might need Gabby's help. We
do. So
it's really exciting because it's a 6-month program and there's a bunch of different ways you can cut it. So you can do 2 times a week training in person with us, plus our on-demand subscription, and once a week meetings with Gabby, or you can do like bi-weekly meetings with Gabby, once a week with us. Like you can really mix and match however you feel you need. And one of the biggest questions we've been getting about it is, do you have to be a bride to do it? No. However, we are going to be limiting the spots that we take on each month, only because we want everyone to be able to get the most out of this program and be able to give everyone the best experience within the program. And so there's applications on our website on builtbybiron.com. You can follow us. You can follow Well by Gabrielle, who is the dietitian on our team. And we are just so, so excited. And, you know, we just really want to bring it back to like not making it about the number on the scale. It's like you want to feel the best you've ever felt on that day. And out. And if it's your wedding, if it's your daughter's wedding, if it's your sister, your brother's, like if you're a bridesmaid, if you're going on a big tropical vacation and you just want to feel amazing, if you're going on a honeymoon, like whatever it is, fill out the application. And if you're not in a wedding, if you're not associated with a wedding,
Still fill it out.
Reach out to us. Be like, hey, by the way, I filled out your application. I'm actually not doing it for any particular reason. I just want to do it for me. Yeah. That is enough of a reason.
We want people who in this program who will feel like they benefit from it. We designed this program so that the habits that you create over the next 6 months, you will have forever.
Exactly.
The eating, the working out, the fitness routine, your accountability. This goes far beyond 6 months. And we're hoping that within the 6 months, you create that habit so that you can kind of take flight and be like a little baby bird and leave the nest, and we will kiss you goodbye.
And you can always stay with us and stay with Gabrielle.
Yeah.
And it's cool because after that 6-month program, you can reassess and be like, okay, what worked best for me? What do I need to change? How do I feel? And it's going to be really amazing because I don't think there's really many things like this right now. And that's this structured, and it's all about accountability, right? We always talk about how, and I was just saying to one of our coworkers, I was like, I hate writing workouts for myself. Like I hate putting myself through a workout because who is going to tell me that I can't skip something? Or who is going to tell me that I should program the thing I like the least? Like nobody.
No one.
So that's kind of what we're here for. We're here to be those accountability coaches, the motivators,
the trainers,
the friends. Like we're here to make you feel your very best for a special day, whether that be a wedding or not. So we're launching
September 1st.
In September. I believe, is the application live just yet?
It will be by the time they listen to this.
Yes. So application will be live. Please, if you know anyone that might want to do it, send them our way, or you can send us their way. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.
It's also virtual and or in person.
Yes.
And
so
now
you
we
don't have to be in Massachusetts, technically.
Yeah. And also we have our spot in Framingham, but now we have access to a spot in Boston. So if you want to train with us in Boston, it's on Newbury Street. Let us know. We're so excited to have an opportunity to train in Boston. We're going to start off with Tuesday and Thursday nights, but like if you are looking for something outside of that availability, reach out to us and we can see what we can do. But I just wanted to go over what like the 6-month package includes.
Okay.
So if you do 1 or 2 personal training sessions a week, it's with me or Maddie, and then you have access to the entire on-demand library of workouts, stretches, burnouts, etc. And that is usually valued at $30 a month, but you will have that access for free. Weekly accountability check-ins with Carly and Maddie. Talk about if you're on track, how you're feeling, if you're recovering enough.
What do you need?
What do you need from us? You're also going to get a box before the program consisting of at-home workout gear, merch, etc. And then you'll get discounted in-person classes with us and at other various studios.
So more to come on that.
More to come on that. And then we also have discounted rates on vendors for your wedding, etc. Hair, skin.
If you're local.
If you're local, for hair, skin, photography, etc., etc. But we are teaming up with a lot of people for this program and we couldn't be more excited. So
that's just one of the very exciting things. We've been putting so much into it the past couple of months. So we're
literally every particle of our being into this program.
We cannot wait to launch it.
And we know Gabby has too.
Yes, Gabby, all of us have just been so excited about it. So we cannot wait to really just show you everything that you need to know about it to sign up. So please don't hesitate to fill out an application. Even if you have the slightest bit of hesitation, just take the leap. Like I said last week, take the leap. With that being said, this week we wanted to touch upon overtraining.
Yeah. Wow, that was like the lowest I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yes. And we've kind of touched upon it with like over exercising and how toxic it can really be. But, you know, I think what I've been noticing a lot, you know, with boutique fitness coming back full swing and people are starting to work out again or taking vacations and then coming back from them, people are like, well, you know what? I think I want to get in 6 days this week. And it's like, whoa, what were you doing before?
Yeah.
Like, let's bring it back for a second. You know, for me, I totally understand that feeling, right? When you've been off the wagon for 2, 3, 4 weeks and you feel not as good as you were feeling when you were moving your body, which is normal.
So normal.
I mean, movement is medicine. Those endorphins, there's nothing that can beat them. But rest is, as we always say, so friggin' important.
Rest and recovery.
And just enjoying your friggin' life. Like, okay, I want to take 3 weeks off from exercising. Okay,
you'll get right back into it, baby.
Like, someone told me, and, you know, I should honestly just look it up, but I believe for your body to make a physical change, like to muscles, you have to take 3 months off for it to completely deplete.
I told you that when you were literally having anxiety attacks about your back.
Then I was actually out for like 3 months. So I actually did lose most of my muscle, but that's fine. With overtraining, there are just so many problems that can follow. And I know a lot of people follow Carly and me and other fitness instructors and trainers, and they see them working out 7 days a week, 3 times a day. And it's like, Carly's mentioned this a million times, do not compare yourself to me.
Or to any trainer.
To any trainer.
Yeah. Because
that's the job. That is the job, and everyone's doing the right precautions to do it. And fueling themselves and
recovering and you know, taking care of themselves.
Going to the chiropractor, going to the acupuncturist, going to get a massage, going to get stretched. Like, there's so many. Carly's mentioned this once or twice on the podcast before. They're elite athletes. Like, that's what their job is.
It's like being a professional athlete.
Yeah.
You take care of your body the way that you are treating your body.
Right. And I think, you know, with August being one of the biggest vacation months there is, pretty much.
Yeah.
Give yourself some grace when you're coming back from a vacation. If you were working out a ton, or even if you were working out a ton before that vacation, if you were working out a few times a week, like, don't feel like you have to jump back into it to the point where you're working out from nothing to 5 times that week. Because that is how you welcome injury. That is how you welcome, like,
an unhealthy exercise.
Like routine and, you know, psyche around the exercise. Like, why are you doing that? Like, break it down for a second. Like, why are you going back into it? Is it because you think, if I work out 5 days this week, I'll be right back to where I was? Newsflash. No. You won't. And, you know, if you're only working out, right, to be able to eat something, no.
You're not doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, like, that's not it either. You want to get back into it after a big vacation, slowly ease into it. Go walk back into it and be like, okay, I'm not going to set these expectations through the roof, because then I'm setting myself up for disappointment, because I might not be able to put up the weight that I was a month ago.
Exactly.
But I'm going to walk in and, you know, Carly and I always say this to our clients. We want you to feel empowered when you come in.
We never want anyone to feel discouraged or like they're failing.
Like they felt like they couldn't complete their workout. And we will always tailor that to where you are. So like, we've had a lot of clients go on vacation, and we consistently say, please do not feel like you've lost anything or been out of the game. You are allowed to enjoy your life. If you're consistently training with a personal trainer or in boutique fitness or virtually, whatever you're doing, you're allowed to take a break from it.
Yeah.
Because it also helps keep you from burning out.
Exactly.
Like, for example, when I was swimming in college, I shouldn't have, but I did. I took the whole summer off always. I'm like,
shouldn't have.
I was maybe the only one of the few people on the swim team that was like, yeah, I'm not going to swim at all for 3 months and then just jump back in September. Not supposed to do that, but I did. And I guarantee you, and I promise you, I would have burnt out if I had swam 12 months out of the year. Like, I would have hated it. I would have truly hated it more than I did. No, I'm just kidding. I was one of those people
but it kept you from burning out in season, because you went back into it and you
was
had
motivated,
your break.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot to be said about taking a break.
There is. There's so much to be said about taking a break. Some people, whether it's like needing a mental break or a physical break or whatever, no matter what it is, whether it's mental or physical, you need to listen to yourself. Your body's going to talk to you. If it's starting to feel kinks or anything during a workout, listen to it.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Your body speaks louder than anything in your head.
I know. It's
mentally
true.
Most people look at exercise as a break from their normal routine,
which is awesome.
However, if it becomes
like
more of
chore,
like a chore or an unhealthy habit that you're like, I have to work out or else I'm not going to like eat dinner or something like that. Time to reevaluate your relationship with exercise. Time to reach out for some help, maybe to a trainer, a dietitian, anything like that.
Yeah.
Because you do not want to get to that state where you're like starting to compare exercise to like calorie intake, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. And I think that is a lot of the time, and I've been very candid about that. Like, I got to that point after graduating college. I was so lost without swimming every day that I thought, in order to stay fit, in order to look a certain way and like be as strong as I used to be, and like in order to be able to like have that glass of wine or have that dessert, like we've all had some of those toxic relationships with things. I thought I had to go to like a berries class every day, twice a day.
Same here.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't work out today. I need to take it easy. What the hell?
So I feel that too. I like right after I find a lot with college athletes, this is like their biggest obstacle to jump over when they're getting back into exercise. They feel as though they have to make up for everything they were doing in college. When you were in college, that was your full-time job pretty much.
It was.
And now you have a full-time job and you're exercising to be healthy, to have that missing puzzle piece in your life that you might need,
like whether
mentally,
you enjoy it or
Yeah.
like if it's something that you just feel like you need in order to be able to function. Like I know for me, my anxiety is so much less when I'm consistently exercising.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking from experience here because both of us have experienced a point of over exercising before we were fitness instructors or before anything. So we're being vulnerable with you. We're opening up, we're showing you our true colors, but we just never want to see anyone in that, trap of over exercising or
just
like feeling that way.
In that position where you're feeling like, okay, the only way I can do this, that, or the other thing is because I exercise today. Or if I don't exercise today, then I can't do that. And, we don't actually we haven't had to deal with many people that are going through that, which is good because then it's easier for us to be able to help program with you. But I mean, if we do have to ever train people that have had that relationship, know that we know how to work with you because we've all been there. And it's consistently evolving for people. And I just think when you're coming back from not training at all, be nice to yourself. Give yourself a break.
Yeah.
Like
say nice things to yourself. At least you're there. At least you're
showing
At least
up.
you're moving your body. And that's all that matters. Even if you're walking for 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
You're moving your body.
You're moving. And if you're not moving, wake up and see if you feel like doing it tomorrow. Like,
yeah,
it's just one of those things where we're never going to be those trainers that say, no, you need to do this right now. We're going to be the ones that let's connect. Let's see how you're feeling today and what your body needs. Is it rest? Is it foam rolling? Like so many times I've had clients walk in and be like, I'm hurting today. Okay, great. We're going to do a TRX workout. We're going to foam roll for 10 minutes at the beginning. We're going to do the Theragun for 5 minutes at the end. Like not every workout has to be 1,000%.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put it lightly,
balls to the
it doesn't have to be balls to the freaking wall. So just know if you're struggling if you ever need advice, like, we're not registered dietitians or therapists by any means, but
sometimes I feel like a therapist.
Yeah.
I would happily accept that.
Yeah. But if you ever do feel like you need to talk to someone, we can help pass along resources to you if you do feel like you're having that kind of troubled feeling that you're like, I feel like I have to be always, working out to do this. So
also,
yes.
Sorry. That
Yes.
all in all, that's it.
Carly's like brain blast. Different, different topic.
Wow. My ADHD is just off the charts today. Brain blast. Maddie and I were talking and we want to start a new segment on the podcast.
Oh, a little.
So we actually, we
God.
want to start a new segment. So we have a couple of ideas. We're going to name our couple of ideas and we want to see who can come up with the best like overall idea for a new segment. And if you are the winner, we'll give you a free piece of merch on Eat the Damn Cake on us. So
hell to the hell.
I had a idea like Maddie and I quizzing each other like speed round of favorite like exercises, favorite things, favorite whatever. Maddie had an idea of like actual trivia.
I think trivia will be better. Sorry.
And then I had an idea, another one of
phoning a friend.
No, like of leaving a voicemail. And then we play the voicemails and like respond to people on the podcast.
I don't get it.
So someone will call in and be like, all right, I had this kind of workout today, et cetera, et cetera. I need this advice and rant. We play it on the podcast and we
people leave
respond.
A voicemail for us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we play it on the podcast and respond.
All right.
So if you guys have any ideas that like either tie in those or is better than any of those and we choose it for our segment, we will give you a free piece of Eat the Damn Cake merch.
All
Contest
right.
in
You heard
action.
it here.
You heard it here first, homies.
Let's get into this or that. I did this or that this morning.
She did.
So I went to bed thinking about what I wanted this or that to be. And all I could think about was pets. All right?
All right.
Let's start from the beginning. Would you rather? It was more of a would you rather. A betta fish or a goldfish?
Betta. They're prettier.
Hurley, what did you say?
I did goldfish.
We had one and it lived for 7 years. So I'm scarred for life from that.
I think I
Betta
said
fish seem boring.
they are boring, and you can't put more than one in a tank because they eat each other.
Wait, also,
you had a betta fish, right?
no. I was talking to one of our friends, and she had a betta fish just disappear into thin air. And if you look up on Google, disappearing betta fish, it's a thing. Like, they literally will just disappear.
Well, they like
dissolve.
decompose.
No,
yeah.
One night they fed it went to bed. They woke up, it was gone. Like, gone. No, they emptied every rock. There was no bones, no eyeballs, nothing.
They can eat themselves. Did you know that?
Is that they can eat themselves?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Maddie is talking out of her ass again. She does this all the time. She did this earlier. She was Carly.
Should we phone a friend?
I once had a fish tank, and I had maybe like, I don't know, 5 or 6 like minnows in it that I just got from like our pond. And I noticed that one of them was missing, and I thought it just had gotten eaten or was like dead somewhere like under one of those like kind of decoration castles. And my mom was like cleaning up my room like a little bit like a year later, and just saw like
a dead fish?
just a dried fish just on the ground. So it jumped out of the tank.
We've had
okay. Well, we told that story. Yeah,
where one of our fish like
jumped out of the tank. My mom swam it back to life.
Like,
oh wow.
Yeah. Betta fish can eat themselves to death.
Okay, no,
that's true.
That doesn't make like
can betas disintegrate?
Biological sense.
Fish, yeah. Are they like, I'm hungry?
Betta fish are inquisitive by nature and need an exciting environment. Like, you can't put a betta fish near a mirror because if they see their reflection, they'll eat themselves.
How do they eat themselves, Maddie? Do they turn around and like
that?
Okay, well, fish, I just looked up. Can betas disintegrate? Fish decompose very quickly, so it probably died and was decomposed. A lot of uneaten fish food becomes toxic. You need to remember that betas have small stomachs and can last 3 to 4 days without food if properly fed.
Betas can self-mutilate when under stress. There are a lot of reasons why they can be under stress. And also, I've read it's difficult to get them to stop when they've already started.
We probably shouldn't talk about fish so much, but my friend also had a fish that like it like ate too much, and like an air bubble started filling up inside of it, so it was like reverse drowning.
Oh my god.
How terrible is that?
Holy shit.
Like it kept like floating to the surface of the water.
Oh my god. So
do you
all
burp
in all,
your fish? Was that
I don't know.
You're like patting it on the
Maybe
back.
tie like a little pebble to it. Keep it down. I don't know. I don't think it made it.
So all in all, I choose betta fish because they can disappear, and that's fun. It's a little disappearing
Top
act.
6 reasons betta fish die. I'm reading it.
All right, we've gotten
is crazy.
Yeah, we've gotten very off track here. But you know what?
I don't know. Okay. Anyways, betta fish won 146 to 100.
Cool.
Would you rather a guinea pig or a hamster?
Literally neither, because they're both disgusting little. But
no,
like,
hamster 150.
I said hamster.
1,000%. Are they nice? No. One of my very near and dear best friends have had both a hamster and 2 guinea pigs. You know my best friend from birth, basically. She knows who she is. She had a guinea pig named Muffin and Brownie. 2 guinea pigs, for that matter.
Didn't they?
They got returned because they did not eat each other.
Wait, one of my friends, her guinea pigs ate each other.
Well, no, her guinea pigs did not eat each other.
Wait, hold on.
What happened was,
Can guinea pigs eat themselves
I know,
as well?
now we're looking that up. No, so these guinea pigs, I remember all they did was shit and like didn't like being pet or held. They'd bite you, and guinea pigs have really like long, narrow teeth, just like a hamster does. So if they bite you, it hurts like a bitch.
So they're cats.
They are worse. Honestly, they're worse. They're really not that nice. And they smell.
Would you have a ferret as a pet?
Yes. They're adorable.
Huh?
They're little like slither. They like slither around. They're really cute. I've seen a lot on TikTok.
All right.
No, but one of my friends had 2 guinea pigs.
Ooh.
And I literally,
Really?
one of them ate the other one, And then that one died of a tumor, and she was like, haha, you bitch. You deserved that.
Oh my God.
Like, that's literally like so.
That's like really freaky that they eat their own kind.
So I just text her and said, can I call you? Okay, she's going to tell the story.
Don't they eat just like vegetables or something? Don't they just eat like lettuce?
I thought they were vegan. You have to hold it up to the mic.
Hi, Molly. You're on Eat the Damn Cake podcast recording.
Hi, Molly.
Oh my God. Hi, sisters.
Okay, so we need you to tell. We're diving into if you want a hamster or a guinea pig. And I said, I don't want a guinea pig because my friends had something tragic happen. So can you tell the story?
Yes. Well, it's actually, I had 2 dwarf hamsters.
Oh,
so
fuck.
Yeah. You might want to go the guinea pig route.
Okay.
From personal experience. So
Okay.
I had 2 dwarf hamsters. They were just really, really small hamsters. I don't know why we're even allowed to have those.
Yeah.
One of them, Stuart Little, and one of them, Timothy. Timothy one day was just a skeleton. Luckily, my mother caught him.
Oh my God.
Decided to eat his brother.
That is awful.
Yeah, just a little savage and motherfucker. But then karma really hit him. He had, a few weeks later, he kept like growing this tumor on his stomach. Very disturbing.
Yeah.
Had to have been from eating his brother.
He ended up not being able to walk because this tumor was like on his stomach and it was growing. So he was just like wobbling around and then he was just like floating on his tumor.
Oh my God.
Which is like very, very sad, but also like don't eat your brother.
Yeah.
Like, moral of the story, don't be a cannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, okay, so I was wrong, everyone. Dwarf hamsters might be the way, not the way to go.
Get the guinea pig.
Do the guinea pig. Molly, thank you so much.
Thank you for calling or letting us call you.
Oh my gosh, anytime. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Well, with that being said,
Moving right along.
moving.
How funny is that story, though?
That is psychotic.
It's traumatizing.
Yeah, that's wild.
So guinea pig lost 98, 126 for hamster. So
Well, everyone reevaluate. You don't want a hamster.
I really got everyone with this next one. I said lizard or snake.
Neither.
Every other person was like, neither. I don't want either of them. And I'm like, well, you have to choose one.
Have to. I said lizard because I would rather absolutely perish than have a snake in my presence.
Okay.
Where's Jesse? Let's get him in here. He has a snake.
Yeah, he does have a snake. Your face says it all. You don't want a snake.
Yeah, I mean, we'd probably be feeding those hamsters to it.
Oh my God.
You do have to get dead mice and feed them. Or live mice, right?
I don't know. I don't think it matters.
They give you
But at least with the lizards, it's only like crickets, right?
yeah, live
Still
ones.
bugs.
Still bugs. But
I want none of that in my
I would
house.
much rather a lizard too. 24 for snake, 195 for lizard, and then a bunch of people saying neither. Would you rather a cat or a dog?
Dog.
Yeah, I would also say dog.
I mean, cats are low maintenance, but like dogs are literally the
Here's
best thing to ever bless the planet.
Also got a lot of DMs being like, I can't pick one. I want both. And I'm like, okay, I'm totally okay. What did I say? I agree. I also want both. Have you guys ever seen that interview? He's like, smack the lip. Whoop. Yeah. Whoop. He's like, you know what we're talking about?
We probably
Hold
sound
on, I need to
awful
play
in
it right
people's
now.
ears.
Hold on. Surfer.
But I would Molly just texted me and said that story is hella morbid. It's so sad.
Have you
Woke
guys
up
ever
and saw a skeleton hamster.
Have you guys ever heard this before?
But the park is still flooded, so you'll see kids out there again
Some
today.
of those kids today will be my
Oh,
co-hosts.
it's just like, dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude. Just like you pull in and you just get spit right out of them. And you just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop, drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, just ride the barrel and get pitted.
So pitted. That guy's my idol.
I love him.
Obsessed with that interview. Sorry, I sounded
What does
like
that have to do with cat dog?
Well, I was like, I'm on.
I got it. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
221 votes for dog, 24 for cat. And then
Wow.
would you rather a big dog or a small dog?
Oh my God. Everyone knows my answer to this.
A big boy.
I want, in addition to Duke, a Great Dane.
Okay. Well,
I really do. I think they're so
they're
beautiful.
majestically beautiful.
I love Great Danes. I just want to strap a saddle on it and ride it like a horse. You know what I mean?
Actually, no, I don't know what you mean.
It sounded really creepy. When I was in the North End the other day. Okay, never mind.
Anywho.
Moving right along.
182 for big dog.
Big dog.
66 for small dog.
All
Anyways,
right.
With that being said, what a time today was.
You know what? Honestly, I had a great time.
I had a really good time. Hurley, good time?
Good times all around.
Good times all around.
So we're going to put a pause on grand classes until everyone's back from vacation. So not Labor Day weekend, but the
weekend
following
after.
weekend, we're coming back to
We're
the
going to let
grand.
you live your lives. And then
We'll stop harassing you.
we'll stop harassing you and be like, come to the grand. Come. We're going to have some giveaways.
Yeah, some big ones.
No, like
and then,
really big giveaways.
And also, we're going to call it Fall Back into Fitness because fall
fall
is coming. Fa la 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 la.
No,
la,
that's
la.
Christmas. Anyways, have a great week. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and you still get a discount on merch.
If you do that all. And then
All
send
of
us a screenshot.
Okay, we can go. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.